Well, it's nice to be out and about again after our festive break. Really looking forward to another year of nature watching and filming. And to kick off this year, we're off to RSPB Otmoor in Oxfordshire, so see you there. Well, here we are on the reserve. It's about an hour and a quarter trip here from home, and it's a bright but very cold winter's day today. As you can see, it's very icy underfoot, but it's not too bad. We're well insulated from the cold, so it's nice to be out and about. Carrying on up the path now towards the feeder area, and you can see thick frost on the seat there. Just looking towards the feeders, we've got hen pheasants pecking away, and it's mainly tits on the feeders, great tit and blue tit. Okay, we've just reached the path that looks out over the wetlands, and there's supposed to be 4 white-fronted geese here on the reserve, but looking out, all we can see at the moment is a Canada geese and a grey heron standing sentinel. It's a really fierce northeasterly blowing at the moment. It's a lot less sheltered up here. On the opposite side of the path there's a line of quite mature trees, and there's a field fair way up in the top. This is the only one we've seen, but it looks like all the berries have gone. Looks like they've stripped them and moved on. Okay, let us move on. Just found these tracks in the frozen earth. Looks like a muntjac. I've filmed those on the reserve before. Okay, here's the wetlands watch. Let's pop in here and get warm. This is the only hide on the reserve. There are 2 viewing screens a little bit further up. It's the kind of view you get over the water, and this path which attracts myriad birds, mainly various finches and buntings. We've got chaffinch, male and a female, and these birds, these are linnets. It's winter now, so the males don't have their distinctive red tinged plumage, and this time of year they can look very similar to twite, but linnets have greyish beaks and twite have much yellower looking beaks. That's one way of telling. Every now and then you'll get somebody come along the path and the birds fly up into the bushes, but they're soon back down feeding again. By far the most numerous birds here today are reed buntings, both males and females. The males with the dark heads there, which will get gradually darker as we get further into the year. What else have we got there? Something just flew into the top of the hedge there. It's a goldfinch. A couple of starlings just flown onto the path there. Incidentally, Otmoor is one of the best places to see murmurations. There's in excess of 100,000 birds murmurate here. It's well worth a watch. And we've got a couple of yellowhammer on the path there. Yellowhammers with their famous song supposedly sounds like a little bit of bread and no cheese, pecking away on the path. I presume the wardens or whatever of the reserve put seed out which attracts the birds down, because there's always plenty of birds come down onto this path every time we've been here. Just checking out the other side of the hide, which overlooks wet meadows again. We've got Canada geese out there, but no sign of the white-fronted geese, unfortunately. We've got a couple of grey lag. Okay, before we go home, I'm just going to walk up the path, check out one of the viewing screens, and it's starting to melt a bit, but it's still pretty cold and frozen. We've got a heron just flying off in the distance there. Okay, here we are at the first viewing screen. Incidentally, this is where you view the murmuration from. A bit early for a murmuration at the moment, but looking out over the water and the reed beds as the northeasterly continues to blow. We've got a couple of, I think they're red kite. There's a couple of ringtail been reported here, hen harriers, but I think they were red kite. And looking beyond the mallard there, we've got some snipe, well camouflaged against the reeds. See what else we've got. We've got a male shoveler, the odd one of those dotted around, and also the odd coot and teal. And that's about it. Very quiet, but nonetheless enjoyable start to 2018, and I'll see you next time.